This video is looking at National 5 Maths and depreciation. So today's learning intentions will be what is depreciation and how to calculate the value of an item after it has depreciated. We'll be successful if we know and can explain what depreciation is and also how to calculate it, and be able to do that with a formula. Okay, so again, it will be useful for you to take notes of these explanations and examples. So you can pause this video whenever you like and take some notes down in a notes jotter or on some paper. So first of all, what is depreciation? So like appreciation, it is a percentage, to do with a percentage, but this time it is a decrease. So one way to remember it is that depreciation starts with DE and decrease starts with DE. And if you know what decrease means, we know that that is something that's going down the way. So it's a decrease this time of the value of an item over time rather than an increase. The process for calculating the new amount after depreciation is similar to appreciation, luckily. It's exactly the same formula that we use. The new value is the old value times a multiplier to the power of the time. The only difference this time is that the multiplier is going to change, and that's because we are decreasing this time, so we're going to subtract the percentage from 100% rather than add it on. So probably best shown this by example. Okay, so example 1 this time, we've got Peter buys a car for £3,000. If it depreciates at the rate of 20% per annum, how much will he be able to sell the car for in 3 years' time? So I've got some information here. So again, I'm going to underline the information that I've got. So I've got £3,000 depreciates. I know that means it's going down this time rather than up. The percentage is 20% and my time is 3 years. So the first thing I'm going to do is calculate my multiplier. So remember, that's going to change slightly this time because I'm depreciating. So this time we're going to start off with the value of the car. So it was a full value, it was 100%, but it is depreciating. So it's going to come down in value, it's decreasing in value. So we're going to subtract the percentage this time, which is 20. And we end up with 80%. So the car is 80. But we want to, remember, convert that to a decimal. So we divide 80 by 100 and we get 0.8 or 0.80. And then we're ready to work out what is the new value of the car. How much will we be able to sell it for? So, oops. Okay, so that formula remains the same. So we start off with the old amount or the original amount. We're going to multiply it by the multiplier, which we now know is 0.8. And the power is the power of 3. So we enter that into the calculator just as we did before, and we'll get our final answer. So it's money, so put the pound sign in, and it's £1,536 that you'd be able to sell the car for. Okay, let's have a look at another example. So example 2, so this time Jane bought a painting at an auction for £32,250. Unfortunately, the painting depreciated, so it's coming down in value by 7% each year. Calculate how much the painting was worth after the 2 years. Give your answer to 3 significant figures. Okay, so we're going to start off again just working out the multiplier. So remember, same again, we're going to start off with 100%. That's what the painting was worth, but it's depreciating by 7%. Okay, so that's going to bring it down to 93%. We want to convert that to the decimal, which makes it 0.93. And we're ready to work out the value of the painting after 2 years. So the new value is the old or original value, £32,250, times the multiplier, which is 0.93 to the power of 2, since it was 2 years. And this time I've got 27,000 is going down, so that's right, £27,893, and then I've got 0.025. Looking back at the question, it's asking me to round my answer to three significant figures. So the most significant numbers here are the first three. So if I'm rounding to those numbers, they're the first three. I'm really rounding to this place here, which is a hundreds column. So it's 27,000. I look to the next column, which is a tens, because it's 9, which is 5 and above. That's pushing the 8 up to 9. And then I'm going to put in 2 zeros after. It's not £279, it's £27,900. And that's me rounded that to three significant figures. Okay, another example, number 3 this time. Okay, so this time we've got a patient in hospital is given 200 milligrams of a drug at 9 AM. 12% of the drug is lost. So if it's lost, it's coming down every hour through natural body processes. How many milligrams of the drug will be left at 12 PM? Round your answer to one decimal place. So let's have a look at the information I've been given. I've got my original amount. I've got 12%, and I know it's going down because it's not saying depreciating, but it is saying lost. And we know that if you're losing something, you're taking it away, getting rid of it. We don't have the time element, but we can work it out. So we know that it was 9 o'clock and it's now 12 o'clock. So we can work out that between 9 AM and 12 PM, we've got a difference of 3 hours. So that is our time there, 3 hours. So let's work out the multiplier first of all. So the multiplier, remember we had 100% of our drug, but we're losing 12%. So we're going to take away 12 and we're going to be down at 88% of the drug. So if we change that into a decimal, we divide by 100, we get 0.88. So how much of the drug is left? So the new value, how much of the drug is left, is going to be, well, the starting amount of the drug. So the starting amount of the drug is, oops, I think I'm going a bit wobbly here. Don't really know why. Let's just get rid of that and I'll start that wee bit again. So the new value is going to be the old value, the original amount of drug in the system, 200 milligrams, times by the percentage of the multiplier, 0.88, and the power of 3 since it was 3 hours. And that comes to 136.2944. Just checking back, it's asking me to round my answer to one decimal place. So that becomes £136, and one decimal place would be here. Look at the next column, I've got a 9, so that's actually going to make that 0.3 milligrams to one decimal place. Okay, last example. This time, Brian buys a new car costing £12,600. It depreciates, so it's coming down in value by 30% in the first year. Okay, so that's in year 1. 20% each year after that. How much will he be able to trade in for in 4 years' time? So we know that 30% is the first year, so that's 1 away from the 4, so that leaves us with 3 years. So that must mean that it's 20% for 3 years. So I've got all the information I need. Okay, so the multiplier is going to be 100% of the value. And for the first year, we are taking away 30%. So that means the multiplier is going to be 70% or 0.7. So that is for the first year, so I'll put a little 1 next to that. The multiplier for years 2 to years 4 is going to be 100% minus, sorry, don't know what's going on here. Something funny's happening. Let me just rub that out and we'll start that wee last bit again. So that last percentage minus 20% for the last 3 years, and that's going to be 80%. So the multiplier for the last 3 is going to be 0.8. So let's get ready. So we're going to do the new value of the car. So the new value of the car is the existing amount, 12,600, times by the multiplier for the first year, which is 0.7. Now I can do power of 1. Makes no difference to the calculation, or you can just leave that blank. then that's going to give me an answer. With that answer, I'm then going to multiply it by the second multiplier, 0.8, and this time that is the power of 3. So you can do it step by step, get your answer here, and then multiply by 0.8 to the power of 3, but it makes no difference. You can do it all in one shot in the calculator, and that gives you your final answer, which is £4,515.84. There we are. So that's the value in 4 years' time, or how much you'll be able to trade it in for. Okay, so you can now go on, take the rest of the quiz using these examples to help you, and of course you can start and stop at any point that you like.